keys to a nicer booty. Okay, so as we were just discussing, the keys to a nicer butt, I think that like we came to the general consensus that the times of how many times you're training the muscle group per week has a direct correlation on how well that muscle will develop, right? So if we're only hitting it once, actually science has proven that if you train a muscle group with minimum of 3 days in between, preferably 2 days in between, there's a certain percentage, and I actually read this article, Dr. Campbell out of University of South Florida actually wrote it, and he pushed it out, I believe it was a few years ago, and he said that the perfect situation is a minimum of 2 days in between training periods to actually develop and grow a muscle group. So I think that's probably one of the few key ingredients that most people don't realize. They think that they can train their butt once and it's gonna grow. But the case is how often do you train your glutes? Twice a week. Same. Train your glutes twice a week. And the glutes should act as any other muscle group, right? If you're trying to build your shoulders, you're training your shoulders twice a week. So don't just say, oh, I'm hitting legs and that's a glute workout. No, you have to separate the muscle group if you're looking to develop it. It doesn't mean you can't add any extra work in for maybe quads or hamstrings, but your focus of the workout should be specifically the glutes. So times of training per week is one of the most important keys to a nicer butt. I think the next one that we had discussed was, Vania was saying the range of motion. So in your mobility, if you don't have proper hip mobility, and if you don't have the range of motion to get into certain exercises, you're not gonna get the activation, you're not recruiting the muscles you need to actually develop them. So focusing on your range of motion, focusing on your mobility, and if you focus on those two, you're gonna get proper activation, right? And I think our third one would be proper programming. Having a proven, science-backed or professional-driven programming to build those glutes, like our Unlock Your Glutes guide that's pinned below. It is an entire program that is proven, science-backed, written by Brian. We love Coach Brian here at Critical Bench. He is a master in this stuff, and he put this program together to build a nice round booty with times of training per week. I was reviewing the guide earlier. He literally has it broken down week by week and how often you're hitting those glutes. He also focuses on that range of motion, the mobility, and the activation. So to cap that off, you need that guide in the pinned comments below. It's your 3 keys to a nicer butt right there. I'm delivering it to you on a platter. All you gotta do is accept it. We'll catch you next time at the Critical Bench compound. Vania, Coach Ashley, see ya.